So this week there's been actually a lot of new exciting news. The first one, we got some pictures of the cancelled Lumia 960, the successor of the 950, which was cancelled because, well, Windows 10 isn't ready, Windows 10 for mobile, or it got cancelled because Microsoft has something else in mind. But the back, we can see that it is from aluminum, so it has more that feeling of a Surface product. And in the front it has the normal look of a Lumia, but with two front speakers, one at the top and one at the bottom. Imagine if this device will come out. I never found anyone that was complaining about front speakers of the HTC M7, which had front speakers. I never saw anyone complaining about front speakers, because front speakers, they always deliver very good sound. And if you watch a movie or if you play, the front speakers, they stay in front of you and the sound is delivered to you and not from the back of the phone, which it's a very welcome option. I don't even know why HTC removed them and put them back again in the back. Go figure that out. But we can see that the device, a 20 megapixel pure view camera, 3 LEDs, and here at the bottom on the right corner we can see like the power source. Maybe it's not a power source, but this power source reminds me of the motherboards on PCs, which it has a 4-pin power source, which this one looks exactly the same. Was this a phone with some incredible specs? Well, we will never know, as it was never released and it was cancelled. Yes, the picture says that it had a Snapdragon 820. We don't know if it's true or not, but let's move on to the next one. 2 days ago, Microsoft released another build for PCs and for mobile, and those builds were completely mess and people complained about them because it broke the phones, and even Microsoft came out and said please don't install those builds because it was an error releasing them. But one interesting thing that I saw in this build, especially for mobile, which nobody seems to mention it, is the name that it got released. Until now the builds we got like pre-release Future 2, but on this one we have RS IoT, which IoT means Internet of Things. And I also showed in a previous video a video of a phone for enterprise that it was running Windows 10 normal, but that Windows 10 normal, it's called Windows 10 IoT, which is Internet of Things because it's released to OEMs, so they can change a bit the OS for their apps, to install all the apps they need, to maybe implement something on the hardware that Microsoft doesn't have. So that means IoT, and this build was called RS IoT, which again, maybe it was an error. Nobody's speaking about it, but I'm telling you. Next one, we have Microsoft releasing a new Skype design for Android. At the moment it's not released yet, it's in a pre-release version, but you can download it from the Play Store. It looks good, but people already call this new version like another Snapchat. The new design looks actually pretty cool. If Snapchat doesn't bring their app to Windows, then well, Windows will create another Snapchat just like Facebook. And the last news we have is coming from MS Power User, which it doesn't really have any credible sources, but the news was saying that Microsoft is working maybe on a new OS for mobile. It's only available on their internal tests, and if things go well, then they maybe will announce it. And then that OS that they are working, it has a different design from what we have, and it's different from Windows 10. Which I really doubt, because it makes no sense, because all the idea of Microsoft making one Windows for all devices and then now they make another OS completely different, it makes kind of no sense. It would make more sense to bring Windows 10 S for phones or Windows 10 for ARM devices, how they are trying to go. But this news doesn't really make sense, but it doesn't mean that it's false, because coming from Microsoft, everything is possible. Anyway, we will still have to see. Like I said, this news didn't have any credible sources. Really exciting news this week. Hopefully more exciting news will come next week, and thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.